But enough about the games, and let's talk about the engines. Let's talk about a specific engine in particular, the aforementioned Unreal Engine 5 has finally released to the masses for everybody to use. It's completely free, right?
It depends on who you are. I think developer like Ben, you probably know, right?
I think it's
Yeah,
free, right?
it is. It is free. It there's like a
It's like a licensing fee, right?
le-
If you're like a big studio,
there's a
If you make
licensing.
over a certain amount,
yeah,
you have to pay royalties,
Yeah,
right?
something like
there's a
that.
licensing fee for shipping games on Unreal 5, for selling games on Unreal 5, but you can use it. I mean, for free. Anyone can download it for free.
Cool. Well, yeah, and I'm just looking through the website. Obviously, it's been released. Promises faster, easier, more efficient. You obviously have Lumen and Nanite. Those are kind of the highlight features that we've heard when it comes to just what's going to be included with this package. And we've seen different stuff like I think the initiative had like a trailer that was made in Unreal Engine.
Mhm.
We've obviously seen the something about the nanite where it's, that mythical character, the female character, and it's just showing off the reflections and the lighting and how
And
many.
also the Matrix demo
Yeah,
too.
and that's the main one that we've gotten actually like on console where we can
Mhm.
kind of explore that. And I mean, It's only looked amazing. I haven't seen any negative side of it. So, how are y'all feeling about this? And when do you think we're gonna get our first Unreal 5 games?
I thought it was. I expected this to be released a lot later, so I'm glad it's sooner. But what's really cool is that in the Unreal Engine 5, what you can basically download off the gate, they have the Matrix files for you to download and for you to basically mess with, so people can like mess with that world and create their use it as kind of like a template for an open world game that they want to do. And a lot of people have already done that. And I know there's been like something on Twitter going around with somebody, I believe his name is Volod on Twitter. He started developing like a Superman game, basically, or like a template for a Superman game in using that Matrix template, where it basically has a crash test dummy like flying through the world. It's on Twitter, so check it out. But a lot of people are like, we should use this for an actual Superman game, and it looks great. So I'm really really excited, especially considering the fact that The Witcher 4, I believe, is going to be using Unreal Engine 5, as well as Crystal Dynamics already came out and said that they're developing a new Tomb Raider as well, and that one's going to be using Unreal Engine 5 as well. So it seems like it's the new hot thing to use, and it looks really good. So I'm not complaining.
Yeah, I think it looks pretty incredible. Like, I think that it's going. Obviously, we're going to see other engines adapt. Of course, like it's not just going to be Unreal Engine 5 with every single new game.
I don't know. It's kind of seems that way.
Well, I mean, Unreal. I mean, if you really think about it, Unreal Engine 4 powered a lot of games from the
Mhm.
last generation. So Epic has always been really good about getting their engine out to developers
Right.
and developers choosing their engine over others for
Mhm.
a myriad of reasons that I don't know, but I'm sure, Ben would probably have a better understanding of why different developers tend to use Unreal. 'Cause I would venture to say it's probably the most used engine.
I think that's definitely the case in terms of AAA game development.
Yeah, I'm sorry. That's what I mean. Yeah,
I
absolutely.
think I think more games ship on Unity, but a lot of those games tend to be smaller scale.
Mhm.
Um, yeah, Unreal is great. I used Unreal before I started working on at Bungie. Um, I am really interested in some of the new tech here. I don't necessarily understand Lumen and Nanite on a fine grain level. So I don't really know what is so special about them. I just see the end result is incredibly detailed meshes and
Mhm.
pretty great dynamic lighting. The things that would matter to me in the context of Unreal Engine 5 are streamlining on the scripting side, which I have not really dug into yet, in terms of like what are the changes to Blueprints, which is their visual scripting language, and uh, you know, are blueprints, you know, better sequestered, or are they more powerful? You know, can they touch more aspects of the game than they previously could? And also, like, how is the user friendliness of them? So that's my design end, kind of like I'll understand it when I see it feeling on UE5. But yeah, just to demystify why a lot of developers choose Unreal Engine, I think the primary reasons are it is well supported compared to a lot of other engines. I mean, it really is like Unreal and Unity in terms of like great engine support for engines that can do most things that you throw at them. There are other engines that you can license from third parties. You know, CryEngine is another pretty powerful one. And then there's like internal engines to studios and publishers. Frostbite, Dice's engine, is one that a lot of EA uses, and you know, Sony has some of their own, and Microsoft has some of their own, and everybody, like lots of different studios, have their own proprietary tools. But Unreal is a very accessible one, comparatively more powerful than Unity, and it's well supported. Epic Games is a very well-funded company, and they work on the engine a lot for their own needs for their projects. So I think that's a good plus too. I mean, Unity, as far as I know, Unity doesn't really make games. So I think there's a leg up there in that. Epic knows what Epic wants, which means that Epic knows what a major developer wants. So yeah,
I believe Fortnite also shifted to Unreal, right? Unreal 5.
Yeah, that's the
Unreal
first.
5, yeah.
That's technically the first game to be
yeah.
an Unreal Engine 5 game. So
I have not played it since it went to UE5, and also they took out building recently.
Yeah.
So maybe we should hop in.
Yeah, I would be down
I would be
as
down
long
too.
as I don't have to build.
Yeah,
Too
I love that
complicated.
game before people start getting crazy with the building. So yeah, I'm definitely down as well. Yeah, I think this is exciting news. I don't know when we'll see like, you know, a big AAA game, because obviously we know Tomb Raider's coming out. Obviously we know Witcher 4 is coming out. I don't know if we're gonna get anything before that. I know the initiative is working on something, right?
Is it
Yeah.
Perfect Dark, right?
Yeah.
I don't.
Were they
I
part of
feel
that?
like they're working on
showcase?
both of those concurrently. I don't think they're the same thing.
Okay.
Are you guys not? It might have been the initiative, but are you sure you weren't thinking of the coalition? Because I definitely saw Gears of
Yes,
War.
no, you're right.
That might be.
You're right, man. That's what I'm thinking of. The coalition are
Yep.
working on something on UE.
Yeah, Gears of War. The next Gears of War game. They showed
That's
a
what it is.
little bit of
And
footage
that
of
sounds about right. It's been, I think Gears of War 5 came out 2017. So that was
Oh wow.
no, it wasn't that long ago, right?
It couldn't be that long ago. Gears of War 5, you mean?
Yeah, I don't know.
Gears 5.
Let's see.
Let me
2019,
check
I feel like.
real quick. Gears 5 fact check. Gears 5 came out
I'm
in
wrong.
2019.
I'm wrong. So it's been 3 years.
Yeah.
So
in the next couple of years.
So yeah, I'd say like 2 years probably. We'll see something from them. But yeah, I'm interested
when
to
do you
see what
guys
these are gonna look like.
Yeah, when do you guys think the new Tomb Raider and Witcher 4 are coming out? Because I feel like those are like a solid 5 years.
Yeah, I don't know
4 or
about
5
Tomb
years.
Raider. Not sure about Tomb Raider, but
Tomb
the
Raider-
Witcher
Like in
4 is
terms of
gonna
it
be a
coming
while.
out at all?
Yeah, when they will actually come out. I feel like we're a good 5 years from seeing either of those like on shelves.
Yeah, I don't think those are going to be. I think Unreal. We'll see a lot more Unreal Engine 5 games before we see those games.
Mhm.
I don't know when the next big one is going to be. We did see that one IGN show. It was like it was a weird like monster game, and it was running on UE5. I forgot the name of it. It was a weird game. It almost looked like a From Software game. I forgot the name of it. And that was on UE5. And that was going to release, I believe, next year.
Oh, wow. That's soon. Okay.
I believe Doki V is, I think, supposed to be on UE5 as well.
Oh, that'd be great. Which we also probably won't get for a million years.
Yeah, I quickly abandoned that on the fantasy list.
Yep.
I was thinking like, oh, they'll come out this year, and I started thinking like, no, there's no way,
No way.
no way in hell. I haven't even heard about that game since it was announced.
Hey,
So
maybe
It is not
Summer's
on
Games-
UE5.
it is not.
Oh, it's
Okay,
not.
so it's-
No.
okay,
It looks great though, so whatever's on.
yeah, whatever engine that is. But yeah, it's gonna be. I feel like it's gonna be a little minute, but I feel like we'll see these games sooner rather than later. I think.
Here's
I
to
think it's-
hoping.
I think it's exciting, and I think that we'll see upgrades to the other engines as well.
Oh yeah. I believe Unity already, like 2-3 weeks ago, they were already saying what upgrades they did have. So it seems like everybody is starting to update their tech.
Yeah, what's funny is I was actually because I downloaded Unity and I was looking at the audio stuff and I was like, oh, I know all this shit. Like I remember I downloaded Unity maybe like 4 years ago and I was like, oh, this shit is real confusing. I don't know.
I did the same thing.
I was like, I thought I could make a video game. I don't know.
Yep.
But
nope.
I was going through the audio settings and I was like, oh shit, I could definitely like engineer a video game sound. Like I didn't realize that it was almost like a DA. Like, I don't know if y'all know what a DAW is, but
Nope.
I was like, damn, this is very similar to what I usually work in. So I think I might download UE5 because I see that one of the things that they say is an improvement is just audio development, procedural audio design. So I'm like, that sounds cool. I might just have to check that out myself and hook it up to my system.
Dukes of Gaming the game.
There we go. It's going to be set in a castle. You already know.
Programming eventually. We'll see. I don't know that.
Hey, we got a full
Hey,
team
clans
right here.
with the pixel art. Ben,
Oh
was
yeah,
on.
we got art, we got
we
audio,
got
we got
design.
engineering, and we got design.
We
There we
got
go.
programming. Yeah,
And
we got it all.
And Cole's handling
Hey,
all
Cole.
the legal.
Yeah, there we go.
We got a
And
game.
finance.
Right.
Yeah,
We got a
finance,
game.
budget.
Game right there. Indie game 2024. Watch out.
Hello.
But yeah, I can't wait. Maybe it's gonna be made on UE5. I do have a question for you, Ben. Do you think we're gonna see smaller games using UE5?
To my eye, Unreal has always had a more difficult time attracting smaller developers. I'm
I've
not
noticed
exactly
that.
sure why that is. I think there is if I had to guess, it's because they don't really market to them. Whenever Unreal is showing their stuff, they're trying to show the biggest
Fidelity.
Big boys.
what is this shit capable of, you know?
Mhm.
So, and I think Unity has just done more like indie outreach, that kind of stuff. So that might be a lot of the reason, but
it's not capability.
Yeah, like
No.
is it harder to develop
There-
on Unreal?
it depends. It totally depends. Do you want to program in C# or do you want to program in C++? That's part of it. C++ is a little
C#
more difficult
definitely.
from what I understand. So,
It is.
I think
It is.
I think that's a big part of it. Except at the same time, Unreal Engine 4 and 5 now have a really powerful integrated visual scripting tool and have for a long time. Whereas Unity, I think, does now, but it's not as integrated as Blueprints is, and they didn't have it for a long time. So, Unreal lets you kind of bypass the actual programming more than Unity did for a while, but there was still that perception of like, I don't want to work in C++, I want to work in C#, or Unity is a more accessible engine, which maybe it is in some ways. I haven't used it in a while, not since college really. So I can't say, but I don't think that there is like that big of a gulf between the two. I think if you're like just looking to start out a project, either one is viable. Yeah. So I just think that Epic has not necessarily made it a priority to attract indie clients.
Gotcha. Well, I'm glad I asked because that's I never always wondered that, like, because I always see Unity when it comes to like smaller games, but yeah, for Unreal, it's more rare to see that. So that's interesting. Interesting perspective. Any final thoughts before we get to my biggest disappointment of the week?
Duke's the game coming to Unreal Engine 5. You heard it here first.
You heard it here first.